Hello everyone, I'm Squallcasting. Got another game, StarCraft 2 for you. On the last two games, we've seen Empire Koss and a mysterious Marine King that's playing as Protoss, duking it out. Marine King took the first game with a 4-gate attack that Koss just wasn't quite able to hold. Koss in the last game got a bit behind economically, but managed to equalize with some very good drops, and eventually forced MarineKing out of the game because MarineKing just didn't have any buildings or tech left. So, see what happens in this game. So far, both players have opened reasonably standard, I would say. Aside from the 4-gate from MarineKing, but that's because his expansion was delayed. And he actually threw down the 3 gateways in response to there being an engineering bay in the middle of his expansion spot. So, we'll see what they go for this game. Hopefully it'll be a bit of a longer game, but both games, well, last game was, I think, around 19 in-game minutes, so hopefully this game will be a little bit longer, but we'll have to see what happens. And MarineKing rallying a probe out to scout. Okay. Usually I see the one that drops the pylon scout, but scouting just a tiny bit later. That's totally okay. Koss is not going for a command center first this go-around, instead getting a barracks up. And getting a gas. Okay, so in both games previous to this one, we did see a gasless expand of some variety, either of a racks first or a command center first. But in this one, he is getting a refinery. So I wonder if we might potentially see some Banshee harass. That would be pretty cool. We'll have to see where he goes from here. So, MarineKing still just scouting around. Probe hasn't found anything yet. Koss has not yet opted to scout. Is producing a marine out there now. It looks like this SCV is going to head on out to scout now. As he smokes that cigarette, look at that, like, horrible advertising influencing the young of our nation, of Canada. Usually when you hear our nation, it would mean someone in the US. How about the young of our generation? There we go. Oh, SCV is being a horrible example, but it's okay because it's a video game. And of course, I'm criticizing an SCV for smoking, whereas, like, you know, the main content of this game is people killing each other, and I'm not calling that out, so whatever. Anyway, so MarineKing does have his gateway almost done, is getting a Nexus now, and we got a reactor going on here and a factory. Reactor Hellion opener versus Protoss. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't know how well it works. Or potentially this is to double produce Marines, and then this is going to make a tech lab, and then you'll make a starport here. I'm not too sure. Guess we'll see what happens. The factory has stuff around. No, it's floating over. Okay, so we're going to see some Hellions. I wouldn't say this is the worst thing in the world. This will allow him to get a lot of scouting information and map control. And now that I think about it, actually, this base here does have 2 angles by which you can come in. So if there's a bunch of stalkers here, you could potentially just swing in from here and slip on past them and kill some probes. Okay. Well, we will see how this works out. Koss is expanding, so this is by no means an all-in. And if this were an all-in, it'd be a pretty terrible one because he only has 2 production buildings so far. But yeah, so he is expanding. He will be able to stay relatively equal in the economy game. Although MarineKing did get his Nexus down quite a bit earlier. So yeah, and Koss isn't doing anything with these Hellions. Yeah, it looks like he's waiting for another set where he has 4, so he can one-shot probes all day long. And this could work decently. MarineKing does not have a lot of units yet. This doesn't even have Warp Gate done yet. Will it be on 3 gateways in just a second? But this might hit before that becomes an issue. Now, has Koss even scouted? Okay, yeah, he did. For some reason, I have no memory of this occurring. As Gandalf once said, I have no memory of this place. In this case, I have no memory of the thing that occurred 2 minutes ago in the game. Just goes to show you how good my memory is. Anyway, Hellion's swinging on in, but MarineKing blocking the front. But there's just a single stalker there. These Hellions are super effective against Zealots. They kill 1 Zealot. 1 Hellion has gone down, but they're going to run in now, try to cinch some probes. Probes being pulled to attack. A few probes have gone down. Another set goes down. There goes another one. Wow, Koss is actually doing pretty darn well with this. killing a lot more probes than I thought it would. Marine King did do a nice job of trying to block it with his unit, but just wasn't quite able to and didn't have enough DPS to kill the Hellions before they were able to blast through the Zealots and get on in. And as you saw there, he killed 11 workers. Nice. So let's take a look at the worker. And of course, Marine King is actually still equal with cost because he got this expansion up so much sooner. So that said, cost does have the advantage of Mule. So I would say that he is slightly ahead economically now, but not hugely so. And all he really did was equalize for Marine King taking that expansion so quickly and him taking his so late. But we do have a push from Marine King coming now. He is on 3 gateways, about to be a 4th. So a bit more 4-gate pressure going on here. There is a bunker up with a Marauder and 2 Marines inside of it. So in the first game we saw the 4-gate break cost and defeat him, but he didn't have a bunker up in that one. So we'll see how it worked out this time. He does have a single sentry, so he could potentially throw down a force field to inhibit SCV repairs a little bit. But I feel like you need at least 2 sentries to get enough force fields down to really prevent the bunker from being repaired. And looks like Costa has an idea this is happening. There is a pylon down here now. And Marine King just getting in position, getting ready to attack. Here we go. Stalker's moving up, starting to shoot away at that bunker. SCV is already there repairing. But the bunker's taking so much damage, he might just be able to DPS it through that repair. And boom goes the bunker. But Koss does have a pretty beefy army here. He will be able to defend. And Stim just finished up. And that could be the thing that will turn the tide against this pressure. Marine King is continuing to warp units in, but that Stim is going to be devastating. Here we go. And look at how quickly the Protoss units are falling. All the Zealots are evaporating in a second. Sentry's going down as well, and those Stalkers are getting chewed apart. And Marine King GG's out of the game. Well played by Koss, defending just long enough to get that Stim, and crushes the attack from Marine King. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later.